Want to master the art of intermittent fasting? Let's understand what it is first. Intermittent fasting is not just a diet plan, it's a pattern of eating and not eating. It doesn't dictate what foods you should eat, but rather when you should eat them. Think of it as a lifestyle that involves cycling between periods of eating and periods of fasting. In the most basic sense, intermittent fasting means you eat your meals in a specific window of time and fast for the rest. There are several different ways to do intermittent fasting, but they all split the day or week into eating periods and fasting periods. The beauty of intermittent fasting lies in its simplicity and flexibility. Plus, numerous studies have shown that it can have powerful benefits for your body and brain. It can aid weight loss, improve metabolic health, protect against disease, and potentially even help you live longer. Now that you have a basic understanding of intermittent fasting, let's delve into how to master it. Mastering intermittent fasting can be broken down into simple, digestible steps. The beauty of intermittent fasting is that it can be tailored to fit your lifestyle. The first step is to decide on the type of fasting period that suits you best. The most common types include the 16-8 method, which involves fasting for 16 hours and eating within an 8-hour window, and the 5-2 method, where you eat normally for 5 days and restrict calories for 2. The choice is yours, and it's important to find a method that feels sustainable for you. Next, it's crucial to choose a consistent eating window. This is the period of time during which you'll consume all your meals. If you're following the 16/8 method, for instance, you might choose to eat between noon and 8 p.m. This consistency helps your body to adjust and get into a rhythm, making the fasting periods easier over time. But remember, while the clock is a key player in intermittent fasting, it's not the only one. Listening to your body is an essential part of the process. Some days, you might feel hungrier earlier or later than your designated eating window. That's okay. It's important to be flexible and responsive to your body's needs. And what about what you eat during your eating windows? This brings us to our next step, maintaining a balanced diet. Intermittent fasting is not an excuse to indulge in unhealthy foods. Instead, focus on nutrient-rich foods that fuel your body and keep you feeling satisfied. Include a good mix of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates in your meals. Lastly, and most importantly, practice patience. Intermittent fasting is not a race, it's a marathon. It might take a while for your body to adjust to this new eating pattern. You might not see results immediately, but don't get discouraged. Consistency is key, and with time, you'll start to see the benefits. Remember, intermittent fasting is not a quick fix, but a lifestyle change. It requires consistency and patience. And with these steps, you're well on your way to mastering the art of intermittent fasting. While intermittent fasting can be highly beneficial, it's easy to make mistakes that can hinder your progress. Let's dive into some of the common pitfalls you'll want to avoid. One of the major missteps is overeating during your eating periods. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking you can eat anything and everything because you've been fasting, but this can lead to weight gain rather than loss. Instead, focus on balanced, nutrient-rich meals that will keep you satisfied longer. Another frequent mistake is not consuming enough water. Fasting can quickly lead to dehydration if you're not careful. Remember, staying hydrated is essential for your overall health and can also help curb hunger pangs. Lastly, many people underestimate the importance of getting enough nutrients. When you're eating less, every bite counts. Make sure your meals are packed with vitamins, minerals, and proteins to keep your body functioning optimally. Avoiding these common mistakes can significantly enhance the effectiveness of your intermittent fasting regimen. Now that you've learned about intermittent fasting, it's time to take action. Intermittent fasting is not just about understanding the theory, but also about putting that knowledge into practice. So, how do you do that? Firstly, decide on the type of intermittent fasting schedule that suits your lifestyle. Whether it's the 16/8 method, the 5-2 diet, or the eat-stop-eat approach, choose a method that you can stick to. Secondly, remember to consult with a healthcare professional before making any drastic changes to your diet or lifestyle. This is particularly important if you have any underlying health conditions or are on any medication. Finally, don't wait for tomorrow, start today. Your health is in your hands. With the right dedication and discipline, you can successfully incorporate intermittent fasting into your lifestyle and reap its numerous benefits. So, what have we learned about mastering the art of intermittent fasting? Firstly, we've grasped the concept of intermittent fasting. It's not a diet, but a pattern of eating that involves cycling between periods of eating and fasting. It's about when you eat, not what you eat. Next, We've covered the steps to master this practice. Start slow, listen to your body, and gradually increase your fasting window. Hydration is key, and remember, it's okay to have a snack if you're really feeling hungry. Lastly, we've discussed common mistakes to avoid. Don't rush into it, don't neglect nutrition, and don't forget to exercise. Intermittent fasting is a lifestyle change, not a quick fix. With these tips in mind, you're well on your way to mastering intermittent fasting. Remember, it's about making sustainable changes to your lifestyle that you can stick with in the long run. Good luck on your intermittent fasting journey.